Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Washington Nationals and the Cincinnati Reds. Into the box, Trey Turner, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Afternoon for Washington.
First offering on its way.
Trey Turner.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Our temperature, hot but not overly hot, 87 degrees here at first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. 1-2 now to Adam Eaton. Bases are empty, one man out. And there's out number 2. Juan Soto to the plate now. He's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Again, another foul ball.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. Line drive, base hit. This will kick up against the wall now. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. Here's Howie Kendrick. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Have to find a way to get that guy home from second now. Never know how important these early runs can be.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Looking up is the right fielder. Gone! Here's Starlin Castro. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. The windup and the 0-1. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 home. Swing and a line drive. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. At the plate now, Kurt Suzuki. In the air, down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase, and no one will track it down. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Fouled off. Castro at second with 2 down. And another foul ball. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. Digging in, number 4. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The right fielder.
Now the pitch.
Number 4.
And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
2 strikes.
This one's flared out toward left. And that's in there, base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit, and it makes for a good start to the inning for Cincinnati.
Batting second, the first baseman.
In is Joey Votto now, as he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
Those were two great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Lined hard toward right center. And this is into the gap for Votto. Looks like extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Batting third, the left fielder, Jesse Winker.
Standing in now, Jesse Winker. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this will be a foul ball. Comes set with the 0-1. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Now a swing and a ground ball for the second baseman, Kendrick. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Striding in, Eugenio Suarez. And now the Reds look to push more across the plate in the opening frame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounded to short. Turner fields it cleanly. On to first, and there were two down. So striding in, Derek Dietrich is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Victor Robles digging in now, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball one. Hard on the ground toward short. And he'll have himself a leadoff single as this is through into left.
Batting it, the first
into the box now, Yan Gomes. And he lays off there, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Winker comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. So one gone in the inning here with the runner at first. And up next it'll be the pitcher Joe Ross. And he's squaring around here, but he can't connect. One strike. Wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Here now is Trey Turner. He's set. Here it comes. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 3-2 ball game. Adam Eaton digging in next. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. At the plate, Juan Soto. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Strike one to start the at-bat. Strike two as the fastball is let go.
Two takes and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Aquino will get there and he puts it away. At the plate, Aristides Aquino. It was a two-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Eaton is there. One pitch, one out. Now at the plate, Freddie Galvis. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's the 0-1. Check swing grounder to the right side. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, two gone. So stepping in, Tucker Barnhart. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting nine for this one. Ball one. 1-1 to Tucker Barnhart.
Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one he threw, so he wanted to get the feel back for it.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the Reds catcher. Grounded weakly to the left. Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and stepping in is the second baseman Howie Kendrick.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Hit on the ground out to short. Galvis has it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. So here's Starlin Castro, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
There's no way around it. This has been a rough start on the mound, so it'll be interesting to see how long that man is going to let him go. Maybe he settles in and can give you another inning or so, but I wouldn't bet on it at this point.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd.
Number 28, Kurt.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0. A ball and a strike to count to Suzuki.
Super important situation right here for the pitcher to go 1-2-3. Get back in the dugout, regroup. He struggled early, but if he can knock out this 1-2-3 inning.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that ready to go for the last half of the inning, and so the pitcher will bat next. That brings up Anthony DeSclafani.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
The batter, number 4.
To the plate now, number 4, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. This is hit softly to 3rd. Kendrick on to first, and they get the double play. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. Swing and a miss on a ball out of the zone. And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Big spot right here. Middle of the order guy is coming up. Let's see if he can extend the inning.
Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
The left fielder, number 33.
Into the box, Jesse Winker. This will chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Fastball well outside. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Scooped up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the outfielder Victor Robles.
Number 16.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Robles.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
But an atom ball right to him for the first out. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that means the catcher Yan Gomes bats next. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
As a hitter, you see a pitcher working east-west. This is where you got to tell yourself to stay tall. You can't cover both sides of the plate. You got to pick one and trust it.
And he popped him up. Votto in foul ground. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The pitch.
So 2 are gone now in the Nationals' 4th. And up next, it'll be the pitcher, Joe Ross.
0-1.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to be.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and that'll bring in Eugenio Suarez.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. The 3-1. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4. Now batting, Derek Dietrich. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way.
0-1. Count 1-0.
The 1-0 delivery. Here's a pop-up now. There to play it is Castro, and he's got it for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Aristides Aquino. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB, sir.
Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
The batter, number 3.
At the plate, Freddie Galvis. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Cold strike on the change, 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. High in the air into shallow left center. Turner calls for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Now at the plate, Tucker Barnhart, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch coming. Here it is. The set and the 1-0. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
2-1. Here it is. Hit back up the middle. Turner has it. And the throw is right there at first. Oh, a fine off-balance play up the middle. First pitch on its way. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. 1 gone for the Nationals in the 5th, and the next to bat is Speedy Adam Eaton. Fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Here now is Juan Soto. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Lays off 1-0. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
All even now, 2-2. Now here it comes. He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Aquino has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. Ready for another chance? Anthony DeSclafani. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
And there's one down now. So the lineup flips over and digging in. Number 4, a hit in 2 tries so far. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope. Outside.
4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. A bouncer up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
The first baseman, number 19.
So up steps the former MVP Joey Votto, and he puts it on the ground to second. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game.
The left fielder, number 33.
At the plate now, Jesse Winker, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. No hits to this point. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. Fielded cleanly, and the underhanded throw gets him for the out. So striding forward now, Eugenio Suarez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The set and the 1-0. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Full count now, 3-2. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Robles waits on it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. So here's the cleanup hitter, Howie Kendrick. He'll lead things off in the Washington 6th.
Howie Kendrick.
Changeup called strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
What a nasty pitch right there. Batter thought it was going to hit him, and it ends up breaking into the zone for a strike.
A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. Stepping in now, Starlin Castro, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Hit the other way out toward right field. Number 4 is there, and he makes the catch for the out. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring in the catcher Kurt Suzuki. Lifted in the air out to right. Number 4 is there, and he has it for the out. Stepping in, Victor Robles, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control, 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on it. Striding into the box, Derek Dietrich, and he'll lead things off in the Cincinnati 6th.
Derek Dietrich.
And a swing and a miss at a pitch well off the plate. It's strike 1.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch-to-contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Into right field, that's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Sam Freeman takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning. Into the box now, Freddie Galvis as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center, and that's going to fall for a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
The catcher, Tucker Barnhart.
Kirk Casale will get a chance to really deliver off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with the bases loaded and nobody out. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Freeman is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. And for a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Yes, he can. A swing and a miss, and that's a big out, number 1.
Now batting, the pitcher, Anthony
Bo Bichette will get the nod from his skipper to pinch hit, and he'll do so in a big spot. Bases loaded, only 1 away. And no swing, apparently, ball 1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
2-2.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score. In now, number 4. He's 2 for 3 thus far. First offering on its way. Sent on the ground out to second. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit.
now back, first baseman, Joey.
In now, Joey Votto. As he'll send the first one he sees on the ground to second. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score. Stepping up now, Jesse Winker. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's 0 for 4. And this is swung on and hit on the ground for Kendrick at second. Throw on to first, and they're able to escape the monster inning as the side is retired. Robert Stevenson is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 55.
Now at the plate, Yan Gomes. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th. This is on the ground over to first. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Eric Thames will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. And that misses for ball 1. He'll check in here at 277. 10 home runs and 36 RBIs. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And as Nationals fans have heard before, see you later. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. Stevenson rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Slider, strike 3 called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. 2 gone. In now is Adam Eaton. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
For the traditional 7th inning.
Daniel Hudson gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Standing in, Eugenio Suarez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set and the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. Eaton is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Into the box now, Derek Dietrich. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled away. 5 runs, 10 hits. 1 error on the ledger for Cincinnati so far. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Digging in and looking for more, Aristides Aquino. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. And that misses. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And the pitch. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as ready to begin the 8th, and digging into bat next, the ever dangerous Juan Soto. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And look out as this one catches him, and a big mistake there as now the go-ahead run is aboard to lead off the inning. Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Howie Kendrick is next as he finds himself behind 0-1, and the runner back. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. And there's a swing and a miss by Kendrick as he falls behind now 0-2.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2.
And a reach with the backhand, but he comes up empty as that gets by him. The relay, and he is in there. Benji Gonzalez will try and loosen up here as he'll be the runner at second base following the injury.
The third baseman.
Raisel Iglesias is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Now pitching for the Reds, number 26,
To the plate now, Starlin Castro. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
And a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and the go-ahead run stays at third with one big out on the scoreboard now. Kurt Suzuki comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Swing and a fly ball. This ought to at least get the go-ahead run in. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. He's safe. The throw was offline, and they've taken the lead here in the 8th. And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Number 4 is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Will Harris will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far.
Number 36.
Leading off the inning, Freddie Galvis, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's the first out. Stepping in, Kurt Casale. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
And you can live with punching out with the bases empty, but in his last at-bat with 2 runners in scoring position, you cannot go down not putting the ball in play. Too much on the line, too many ribby opportunities out there to swing and miss in that spot.
Too low, 1-0. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. The 1-1 is swung on and missed.
1-2.
A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw gets him, 2 down. Mike Moustakas will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Moustakas.
And a ball, 1-0. Harris, a 6'4" right-hander. He was a 9th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full, 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Swung on and blasted foul to the right, and wow, that got all the way out to the Riverfront Club. And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
The batter, number 4.
Nick Senzel will be summoned now to be the pinch runner. Now at the plate, number 4. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. First offering on its way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Taylor is there. And that retires the side. Pedro Strop enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Welcome to my world right here, batter. I've seen this 0-2 count way too many times. Hittable pitch in the middle of the zone, you take one. Slider in the dirt, you come unglued. Now you got to step out of the box. You have no idea what's going to happen.
Asdrubal Cabrera will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. You see the average starting play at .318. 6 home runs, and he's driven in 24. And it's fouled away.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Throw gets him. 2 down. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Trey Turner. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the 0-1. Fouled off. The next 0-2 locks him up for strike 3. Sean Doolittle is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Number 63.
All set for the bottom of the ninth. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Joey Votto. Here's a little chopper to the right side. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Stepping into the box, Jesse Winker. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. One and one. Here it comes. And right into the shift. Scooped up. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. Now in the box, Eugenio Suarez. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Doolittle pauses. First pitch on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
A ball and a strike now. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. The Reds down to their last strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. A 1-run game, 6-5 the final today. The Washington Nationals came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory.